The landing is over and you've taxied back to the ramp. What comes next? After you taxi back to your parking spot, you will use the securing airplane checklist to shut down the aircraft. Many pilots don't set the parking brake if they're sure the airplane won't roll, and they're going to tie down the airplane and chock the wheels. Now you set the parking brake by pressing on both of the brakes with the top of the rudder pedals. And while holding them, pulling the parking brake handle to the left side of the instrument panel aft, and then rotating it 90 degrees down. The checklist has you turning off the avionics power switch first to protect the avionics equipment from a possible power surge when you shut down the engine. It also has you turning off all other electrical equipment to reduce the battery load until the master switch is turned off. At night, you should leave the beacon and the navigation lights on until the engine has stopped as a signal that your prop is turning. Just as at the beginning of the pre-flight, check the following before you get out of the cockpit. The ignition switch is in the off position. The mixture control is at idle cutoff, and the throttle is closed. Often, you will have to position your Skyhawk into its parking spot by hand. It's relatively easy to move on a level surface. You use the tow bar to steer the nose wheel. If additional force is necessary, push or pull on the wing struts. Now, don't push on the ends of the props, the tips, the spinner or the cowling or the tail. Those may be damaged by pushing. You tie airplanes down after flight in case a strong wind comes along. You really don't want the airplane to fly without you. Take a final careful look over your airplane before you leave it and write down and report any discrepancies that you've found during or after your flight.